Hey guys, so I wanted you to look at this function here, and the first thing that I want you to notice is that it's a parabola. The vertex starts at 3, -4. So that's where I got that. Remember, never trust your x's, so 3, -4. The y-intercept I got by setting x equal to 0, so I'll do that really quickly. So 0 minus 3 is -3. Oops, sorry, that's a squared. -3 squared is 9. 9 minus 4 is 5. So that's where I was getting that y-intercept. On a parabola, this is what the graph looks like. And so domain is how far to the left does it go and how far to the right does it go. And so as it's going up, it's going out, 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 and in both directions. So that's why it's negative infinity to positive infinity for the range, or for the domain. The range, that is a bracket because it starts at -4 right here, and then it goes up forever. So that's why it's -4 to infinity. Now, how I started graphing this is I found out the starting point, and then notice that if I go one away on each side, it's going to be the same answer. If I go two away on each side, it's going to be the same answer. So you don't have to know that. It just makes it a little bit nicer. So when you plug in, let's say 2 here, I get -1. -1 squared is +1. 1 minus 4 is -3. So these are definitely like calculator things that you can do. But that's how I ended up with that graph. Okay, so let's go down to this one. So remember, we decided that it's going to be one of these four here. The starting point, since there's nothing in with the x, that's where the 0 came from. And then 1 right here. Let's skip domain and range. So the next thing I did was I went to the XY chart. So I started at my starting point. And then I decided if I put a 1 in here, let's look. If I put a 1 here, it would be a negative underneath the square root. So I had to do a -1 because -1 is +1. The square root of +1 is 1 times 1/2 is 1/2. 1/2 plus 1 is going to be 1.5 or 1.5. So that's where I was getting these. I skipped 2 because I didn't want to do, or -2, I didn't want to do the square root of -2. So I just found a perfect square. So I got up to -4, and I took the square root of -4, which is, I'm sorry, the opposite of -4, which is +4. The square root of 4 is 2. Half of 2 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So again, you can do a lot of that on your calculator. A lot of you guys are really good about that. So I ended up, I did not graph it, I guess. So 0, 1, right there, -1, 1.5, and then -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, and -9, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2.5. So it looks something like that. So the domain is easier to see. So it begins, because of this arrow, it begins at -infinity and goes all the way here, which don't forget, this would be my x value for domain. So my x value is 0 right there. My range, so how low does it go? It goes to 1, and it just keeps gradually going up and up and up forever. So that's where that's coming from. So let's talk about the transformations. We haven't done that. So let's do this in a different color. So that is a vertical shrink. This is a horizontal flip. And I think there's one more. Yep, right there, up 1.